Hey guys, here to do another review. This is another movie that I'm really late on, but I want to talk about it, and that's Spectre. I am a huge James Bond fan. I've seen all the movies numerous times. I've played the video games a whole bunch of times. I've read some of the books. I love James Bond, and I love Daniel Craig. I love the direction that they were going in after Skyfall, and Spectre was hands down one of the most anticipated movies of 2015 for me. I was honestly more excited for this than I was for Star Wars. Like, I was really fucking excited. And I saw the movie twice in theaters, and wow, I'm not gonna lie, I think this is Daniel Craig's weakest Bond movie. And that's just simply for the reason that this movie totally destroys the purpose of the first three Daniel Craig Bond movies. Because in the original one, Casino Royale, he just gets his license. He's this young guy that doesn't really know what he's doing. And he falls in love. It's a mistake. He realizes he fucked up. And, that's the end of it. And then Quantum of Solace, he's still kind of dealing with the past. And then by the end of Quantum of Solace, he learns to throw it all the way. So now we're fucking ready for James Bond. And then Skyfall, it starts opening up about James Bond's past and maybe why he is who he is. And then, you know, towards the end of that movie, we had Moneypenny back, we had Q, we had a new M, and like this is the James Bond movie. Like, fuck yeah, James Bond is back. Like, we're going back to the traditional Bond movies. Spectre opens up with the gun barrel scene. I mean, it's got everything that all the original classic Bonds had. But this movie totally fucking destroys the purpose of the first three. He falls in love with some other bitch again. He wants to throw everything away so he can be with this woman. He does, spoilers by the way, he doesn't kill Blofeld at the end of the movie. So it's like, what the fuck was the purpose of going through all this character development in the three movies for you to throw it all away in the fourth one? He throws everything away and he drives off with his woman again. And it's like, did you not fucking remember what happened in the first movie? Because I'm thinking that they're going to open up the next one, how they did in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I think his woman, I can't remember her name, but I think she'll get killed by Blofeld, and James Bond will be in this final showdown to kill Blofeld. It really pissed me off how literally 9 years of character development, 9 years of waiting for this particular Bond, where we had all the original characters in, to me, what was a classic format Bond, and they throw everything away. I don't like how they're trying to dive into Bond's past all the time. It was cool in Skyfall when you saw his childhood home, but by this movie they're really fucking milking it. Like, now you're trying to tell me that Blofeld, like one of the most important criminals in history, joined or started his I don't want to call it gang, started his organization because he had daddy issues, because his dad was favoring James Bond over him, because Blofeld's dad was Bond's adopted father. So you're going to say that you were so pissed at this one kid that you're going to start a criminal organization. While that may not be the only goal in starting your organization, that was definitely at least 40-50% of it. Starts doing a whole bunch of things. He explains at the end of the movie how, like, I'm the reason for all your pain. I'm a reason for all the stupid things that happen to you. And it's like, you've literally wasted so much of your organization's time so you can fuck with one person. Like, that totally makes Blofeld look like the biggest pussy in the world. Like, you were literally so jealous over this one guy that you started a massive criminal organization. Like, what the fuck? I like the idea. The idea had some good things, but God, it just makes Blofeld look like such a huge pussy. And Christoph Waltz, I love this guy, but I don't know. His Blofeld is just a pussy. Like, that's really all it is. And it was cool when they first announced that he was going to be in this movie, because that's like any Bond fan's dream. I don't know how to speak English. Christoph Waltz being a villain in a Bond movie, like, that's like the best fucking thing ever. he was all right, but it's like once you find out what his motivation is, it's like come the fuck on, like this is retarded. And then they got another villain, a Jaws of the movie, Mr. Hanks, and he was one of the best parts of the movie because he doesn't have any lines except at the very end, and he's just the muscle guy, and he's really cool. But just left and right, the more times I've seen this movie, the more times I've gotten pissed off. I was really let down in the end, mainly because they're still trying to connect all four of these movies together. At the end, Madeline Swan, that's the name of the girl. When he's trying to rescue Madeline Swan at the end of the movie, and he's going past all these rooms and he sees pictures of villains and people that were in his life, and it's like, I wish they would stop trying to connect all the movies, because then I think it's going to be harder when the next actor takes over to continue the storyline, if that's what they do. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of a dumb idea. I just don't really like how they're all connected. Um, I think this is just one of the most disappointing Bond movies I've ever seen. Like, I was pretty fucking disappointed. But, for maybe years down the road, I'll watch it again and maybe my opinion will change. But I've seen this movie now, I think, 4 times, and literally with each time I've seen it, I've liked it less. So, really hope they do something cool with the 5th one. I'm pretty sure that Daniel Craig will come back for one more to kind of finish off this story, and then I think that'll be his last one. But I really hope they make up for it. This was a major disappointment for me. But I hope you like my rant on Spectre. If you want to see it for yourself, go ahead. I think you'll be pissed, even if you're not a Bond fan. I think if you're not a Bond fan and you start with Daniel Craig's movies and you get to this one, I think you're going to be really fucking pissed off. It's just all this amazing development, and they threw it all away. It's like he did not learn from anything in his past. Because this bitch is going to die in the next movie. Like, stuff does not work out for James Bond, so she's going to die. I just don't get why they did it again. Maybe they're really wanting to make their own on Her Majesty's Secret Service, but I don't know. Just the more I think about it, the more I get pissed. But thanks for watching my reviews. I really do appreciate it. And if you want me to review anything, or if you have any comments, you can put them down there. Heard a noise. But as always, guys, thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you later.